You're welcome once again on the program. This is City Stand and Michael Adekunle. We thank you for joining us this morning once again. Yeah, it is the night of April 2025, and we say good morning to all the viewers watching us all over the world, all the global viewers. We say thank you for joining us this morning. All right, the National Security Advisor, Ribadu, has warned against a ransom payment to kidnappers, terrorists, and other criminals in the nation. Yeah, he warned against them yesterday. He said that paying them ransom will make them to continue in their evil ways. I hope Nigerians will listen to what the National Security Advisor has said this morning. Good morning to you, Gladys Oyabo. You're welcome on the program. Also, we have Presidency and Ndume, fighting over lopsided appointment in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Not forgetting another topic we'll be discussing this morning: the trade war between the Nigerian government and the U.S. government. On tariff war, the U.S. government has slammed Nigeria over import on ban over 24 items. 24 items. All these things, all these stories or reports will look into this morning as we proceed on the program. Please do make your opinions known to us in the comment section. Like I do say, both the reviewers and viewers are all reviewers on the platform. We cherish your opinion. We value your point. All right, to the next one. The comment section. Who and who do we have there? I'm sure some of our viewers are already commenting there, just as Gladys has done this morning. Gladys Oyabo, an esteemed viewer on the platform. We appreciate your presence. Kingsley, I'm sure Kingsley Egbona, all the way from Madrid, has joined us as well. I will say thank you. Are they not within our surroundings? Okay, Gladys Oyabo. All right, that's a comment by Gladys. Okay, let me go to the comment section and see what other reviewers are saying as regards what is happening this morning on our papers. Okay, before doing that, I think I need to just read the headlines. All right, I can access the comment section now. Okay, quickly to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. The Nigerian Tribune, Presidency and Ali Ndume row over lopsided appointments claim. Presidency Ndume fights over lopsided appointments claim. Tinubu's appointment not reflecting true federal character. That's what Ali Ndume said. Your outburst reeks of hypocrisy, selective perception, says Presidency. And the governor of Borno State is crying out loud, speaking up on insecurity in the state. He is a very good governor, but the issue of insecurity in Borno State is rendering his efforts useless. Honestly, it's rendering the efforts of the governor useless. And what was he saying? Borno is losing ground to Boko Haram. That's what the governor has said here. Borno is losing ground to Boko Haram. That's what Zulum has said this morning. All right, this is Governor Move Twang saying this. Bandits have taken over 64 communities in Plateau State. This is Plateau Governor saying this, and I believe the present administration needs to look into this. The issue of insecurity in Nigeria, the government needs to look into it. All right, on to the next one. Shetima inaugurates NISO board, signals new era in power sector reform. Now to the southwest, what's happening in Ondo State. This is on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Ondo farmers youth protest over alleged killing of farmers by suspected herdsmen. You can see it right on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Killing of herdsmen in Ondo State is worrisome, and the government, both at the state level and the federal level, need to do something fast. Reps worry over food scarcity, rising prices. Why is the rep worried over food scarcity? What do you, the rep understands that Nigerians are suffering. There is food scarcity in the land. This is not the first time the rep will be talking about this. What Nigeria needs right now is urgent action. Urgent action. Like some people said to me yesterday, a state of emergency should be declared in all stratas of the economy. I think gentleman Mike also made the statement 2 days ago that state of emergency needs to be declared in Nigeria. Okay, on to the next one. Standard Times this morning. We still have Governor Zulum of Borno State still crying like a baby, still making a noise, telling the government to rescue him and rescue his citizens. What is he saying? Zulum cries for help, says Borno is losing ground. You need to help this governor. Of course, he's a performing governor, but his effort is being rendered useless in the state by these insurgents. Zulum cries for help, says Bono is losing ground. And don't forget that I said it earlier on that Malam Ribadu, the National Security Advisor, has said that we should stop paying ransom to kidnappers, terrorists. That this is what is engineering them to go about their evil activities in the country. And I hope Nigerians will listen to the National Security Advisor. Already there are reactions behind the camera as regards what I'm reading out here. This statement made by Malam Ribadu. Ribadu asked Nigerians to stop giving money to bandits, kidnappers. We still have it on Standard Times. Plateau killings, genocidal, sponsored, says Governor Muftuang. The most important thing we need is the root causes of this thing. How can we solve the root causes of these killings in Plateau State, Benue, and other states in Nigeria? Thank you so much, Vinco Mike. Thank you so much for joining us. He's watching us from France, where the president is currently relaxing. Vinco, how is the president in France? Hope you are seeing the president. I'm sure you are seeing the Vinco. All right, tariff war on Vanguard newspaper. Tariff war. US slams Nigeria over import ban on 25 items. Import ban on 24 items. United States of America slams Nigerian government over ban on these items. What are these items? We have pork, beverages, spaghetti, and all other items. We shall be looking at all these things this morning. Corruption, not federalism, Nigeria's problem. Corruption, not federalism, Nigeria's problem. ACF, Afenifere, Ohaneze, others tackle Vice President Shetima. And a few days ago, Oyeze said, not as an agenda, and the only solution to Nigeria's problem is balkanization. Balkanization, that's division of the country. Separation is the only way to solve this issue that we are having currently. All right, Cyber Crime Act, emergency rule. Journalists narrate ordeal in hands of policemen in rivers. That's respect to the protest that went down in River State. That's as these protesters demand for the reversal of states of emergency or emergency rule in the state. They are calling for the present administration to please bring back Fubara. All right, to solve the situation we are currently passing through, Oyeze yesterday or 2 days ago said balkanization is the only hope to solving this issue. All right, the last one I'll be reading here. NSA warns against ransom payments to terrorists, kidnappers, others. NSA have sounded warning to Mr. Femi, Mr. Kunle, Mr. Vincent, Gentleman Mike, and Oyeze that they should stop paying ransom to kidnappers, as this will engineer them, this will prompt them, this will encourage them to perpetrate more evil. But would you leave your family in the hands of these evil men? Would you? I don't think I will do that. I want to save my family. All right. Thank you so much, and gentleman Mike, for joining me this morning. I appreciate your presence at this tent. Good morning to you once again.
Good morning, Adekule Mike. Thanks for having me. Greetings to all our viewers across the world.
Greetings to all our viewers across the world, and we welcome all of you today on the program. Welcome every of our viewers on the program this morning. All right, looking at the warning sounded by the National Security Advisor. According to some, it's a good warning, but to some Nigerians, that shouldn't be coming from the National Security Advisor. What is he doing as a person that is occupying that kind of sensitive office to unravel the mystery behind kidnapping, as abduction, killings, and all other criminal elements in the society? Michael.
Thank you, Adekule. I think the office of the NSA is fast being reduced into a bunch of comedy. The very sensitive office of the NSA is unfortunately being reduced to a joke, as it were. And I think it is most unfortunate that the person of Ribadu, who did well to a large extent when he was in the saddle as the EFCC
Boss.
chairman during the Obasanjo days, seems to have lost steam when it comes to the deliverables. That office is too important when it comes to coordinating every information as regards to security and advise appropriately the government of the day. Is the one in charge of getting all relevant information across all the security agencies, and based on the pool of that information, you can then advise appropriately, which most of it should be a kind of proactive move, so that we don't even have some of these unfortunate incidents that we are having across the country. So for him to be telling people not to pay ransom, does he really understand? Has any of his family members been kidnapped before? Does he understand the trauma that people go through when their loved ones are in the camp of kidnappers? It can be very traumatizing, Michael. I've been close to having someone that I know in that den, and that gives me an idea of how eventually the person died a few days after he was released, and all of that. So a ransom was paid. It was 4 million or thereabouts, if I remember correctly, was paid, and yet the person died. I was at the burial at Ilorin that particular year. So if the NSA had been very close, or any of his relations have been kidnapped, I think he wouldn't be asking the people not to pay ransom. People want to do anything to take their loved ones out of such camps. So if there is failure from the end of government, as we have always seen, we have only had few successful rescue. We must admit there have been a couple of rescue in the past in terms of the security agencies being able to take out the person alive from the kidnappers then. But they are few in numbers. Majority of such individual can even be killed after ransom has been collected.
Yeah,
and we've had cases like that. They pay ransom, they kill the individual, and all of that. So you cannot tell the people what we should do is to make the country safe. That we don't even have such, and where there are such, it can be nipped in the bud as fast as possible before they even go far. into their various den and all of that, and not to be telling Nigerians not to pay. So they should watch their loved ones die in the camp of kidnappers. I think it's not going to work.
Is paying of ransom truly fueling terrorism, insecurity in the country, or is a symptom of government failure?
I mean, it's a direct failure of the system. If not, how do we get to a point that people are just being picked on the road at will, without any intervention, even almost at the same spots, and it happened time and again. It has become a culture within
The
our
norm in the
system. I
society.
mean, it happens daily, Michael. Except you want to, like, it happens daily. It's only few ones that we get to even read in the papers or gets into the media. It happens daily. That shows that people no longer, perhaps people are not even no longer interested in being an armed robber. They felt that, let me just take one or two people into the bush and begin to call for ransom, which seems to be more easier for them. And because government find it difficult to nip some of these things in the bud, it is becoming even more lucrative. People seem to be going into it the more, and we hear about this is almost on a daily basis. So unfortunately, it's going to fuel the system the more. Unfortunately, so it is going to fuel. I mean, paying ransom, we energize the people involved. They say, okay, we collected ransom the last time. Let's look at what we can do again. Unfortunately, so. But I will not blame anyone that choose to pay ransom when it feels neglected by the system.
All right, there was a rowdy session between Lee Ndume and Presidency yesterday in respect to the raised by Ali Ndume on the lopsided appointment being made by President Tinubu in his administration, in his cabinet. Is it true that Tinubu is lopsided? Is he lopsided in his appointment?
Well, unfortunately, we are this topic again. We said the same during the
Buhari
era, that
administration.
at the point they even said he has fulanized the entire system. Talking about the fact that he has Fulanis
So
virtually in
definitely,
every place.
Tinubu has globalized.
We are seeing that trend. That's the truth. We are seeing that trend playing out in this administration, having some people of the Southwest holding key position and all of that. For me, I think we need to grow out of such level. We must grow out of such petty level by thinking that, okay, the pen has to come from my ethnic group and all of that. I think what should be driving people into position should be more of competence, should be more of capacity to get the job done. It should be more of character as well, and not necessarily be the fact that you are from an ethnic background.
All right, before we go to another one, let me quickly read this out. The tariff war between the Nigerian government and the US, as we have it on the headline, US slams Nigeria over import ban on 25 items. Says Nigeria's policies create significant trade barriers that lead to lost revenue for the United States businesses. The US government has faulted Nigeria's import ban on 25 items, saying the restrictions are limiting market access for American exporters. This comes barely a week after President Donald Trump announced sweeping tariffs on goods entering the US, with Nigeria getting 14%. All right, on to the next one. These policies, like I said, created significant trade barriers that lead to loss of revenue. Now, banned items are, non-alcoholic beverages, beer, stouts, pork, and others. I don't think I'll be able to read everything. But the question I want to ask now is that should Nigeria prioritize protecting local industries over fostering international trade relations?
Any serious government should even ban more items than 25 we are already in. Any serious system should have done that long before now. We are supposed to be producing a nation rather than import dependence over some petty items. Look at some of the things we read out, non-alcoholic beverages. How on earth should we be importing such things?
Even spaghetti.
I mean, it's laughable that we are importing spaghetti. it is uncalled for. It is unheard of that a country like Nigeria should be importing spaghetti. So more items ought to have been in that list in terms of encouraging local production of such items, which is key for our own economy. They are talking about things that will benefit the economy. Don't forget, America. All that you have just read out is about what will benefit the American economy. And the present man in the saddle over there talks about America first. So our leaders must also put our nation first in their policy formulation,
and that's why they place a ban
exactly
on those items,
which ought to have even come long before now, in my estimation. Irrespective of the tariff that the US is also bringing on board, we must take our position and encourage our local production and improve on our local economy.
But how do they resolve it now that the American government is saying that this is affecting their own businesses?
It's affecting the economy. It's also affecting our own economy.
So it's 50-50.
Exactly. We must take care of our issues as well.
By encouraging local production.
Exactly, by encouraging local production.
That was a good move by the Nigerian government.
For me, it is a good move, and we should do more to more items and produce more and improve on our economy.
Definitely, we shouldn't complain about the tariff.
Sure, unfortunately, we have to bear it. Whatever we are taking into those countries, we have to bear the kind of tariff that's been slammed on us.
Thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. Mr. Femi, you're welcome on the program.
Mr. Mike, thank you very much, and thank you all our global viewers. We say, may God continue to be with you as you continuously standing with us at the Global Citizens. Thank you very much.
All right. Does this truly reflect true federal character? Lopsided appointment in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This issue was raised by Ali Ndume.
When we are talking about federal character, the last understanding I have about federal character is about minister, appointing minister. It's about I think that's where issue of federal character is coming. Their constitution, come out clearly that is based on federal character. Each state must have representative. I don't know to what extent President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been able to balance in the appointing, minister. Away from that, every other appointment, I don't think is included. But if you ask me, is Tinubu appointment, is it tribalized? Has it been tribalized, or is there nepotism there? I will say yes. Yes, and unfortunately, this is not what we expect from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is not why I support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is to ban all his administration. Everybody that he want to appoint to be somebody that he has affiliation with in one way or the other, or somebody is relative, or is a cousin, or somebody my former colleague, my boys, all sorts of things. He has not been able to prove it to us that they were able to take us to where we are going. And beyond that, that is not, some people say Tinubu is Yorubalizing his administration. I don't want this kind of a Yorubalization. If you want to really Yorubalize us, deal with people that are killing us in Nondo. They see, as we are crying, they are killing these people. They have not stopped. This morning, people still protest in Nondo that there are some villages that the farmer, about 4 farmers were killed, I think yesterday. They said that about 13 of farmers were killed in a recent time. So if you stop, if you cannot come out and tackle that issue, and you are busy with pointing one solar from Guinea, Taye, you are wasting. That is not out of you. If you cannot fight for us to make sure that we are alive, appointing people over there, you are just giving them chance to come and eat in Abuja. Like that one, the NNPC Director General that just appointed. I don't know him. I don't know him. He's not my family. He's not my family. Of what benefit is it to me if he cannot fight for us and make the price of fuel to come down? It's of no benefit to me. And eventually, Tinubu, you have to show you dabaru everything. 8 years. After 8 years, what does he go to remain for us? Jonathan ruled from south for 6 years. After Jonathan left that place, it is only the infrastructure that he puts in place in that place that they will be enjoying, not about how many people we employ from that axis. All the Igbos that Jonathan employed when he was president, of what importance is this now? They are crying for marginalization now. That is the truth of the matter. And I could remember Jonathan went to that place when he was campaigning and he said, I know how many people, I know what I've done in this area. I know how many people have made billionaires, millionaires, have made so many millionaires and billionaires in this area. But after Jonathan left, the king that doesn't know Joseph, a pharaoh that doesn't know Joseph has come in. That thing that they are eating that time, they have eaten it finished, nothing again. It is only the infrastructure that Jonathan will have been able to put in place in that time that will remain there. It's only the structure, a readjustment. For instance, if to say when Jonathan was there, he was able to give them a functional seaport in that axis. That is what they are going to be enjoying after the Jonathan administration elapsed. So, with this kind of a thing that Tinubu is doing, if he's listening to me, this is not my expectation from him. That you come from south does not mean, or you come from southwest does not mean that you should bombard all your administration with people from southwest. You have said it that you have corrected some maybe some wrong insinuation that there are some portfolios that are meant for the northerners, like that. I mean, Controller General of Custom, you have controlled that one. It's like that one that's meant for north, but this time around you bring somebody from south, like a Minister of Federal Capital Territory, that northerners think that is their birthright. You have changed the narrative. All those ones, they are okay, but that does not mean that you should now ban all the portfolio, everything Yoruba, and if we don't see the result, it means nothing to me. So this is not what we want from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If everybody accuse him of not balancing in his appointment, I go with that person, and that's not what we want. We're area that I think Tinubu should mount pressure and make sure that he achieves something. Number one, issue of tax reform bill, not to increase the tax, the VAT now, maintain the thing or even bring it down, but do the needful, that the place where the thing is being coming from, they have their own benefits. It's not that we'll be consuming alcohol in this place. We say we are Omesu, and some people in that place, they'll be consuming Ugo, and they want money tax from alcohol from our side to come to their side. All those things is what I expect Tinubu to correct, not that you bombard your administration with somebody from southwest.
All right, we all know that the primary responsibility of any government is to protect lives and property of its citizens. Now that the government has failed to provide necessary protection for its citizens, is it morally wrong for desperate families to pay ransom to kidnappers to rescue their loved ones? Is it wrong? Looking at the statement of Malam Ribadu, the National Security Advisor, telling or advising Nigerians not to pay ransom to terrorists, kidnappers, and other criminal elements in the country. Is it morally wrong for families to pay ransom to rescue their loved ones?
It's easier said than done. What Ribadu is saying is just, it's as sweet as masturbation. Just live on your bed. Has any of his family been kidnapped? As his own daughter or son or wife or relative, somebody close to him be kidnapped, and they put gun to his head that if you don't pay, you are going to kill the person. Let us see the reaction of Ribadu. Yoruba will say, it's easier said than done. It's in that office that he is. It's very easy for him to say that. When you cannot protect us from kidnapper, and you say we should not pay ransom to them, then what are we going to do now? We should continue. We should force our hand and continue to list our loved one. It is your duty to make sure, if to say we have the confidence in you, everything that happens in Nigeria is as a result of collapse in government. If we still have government in place, honestly speaking, people will reason along with them. But when you say we should not pay ransom and they kidnap our victim, sometimes even after pay ransom, they still kill some people. What are they coming to tell us? Are they mad? Even so, the result is that if to say we know in America, if they say don't pay ransom to kidnappers, I will go with them because they know that their government will come to rescue them. Do you know that an Israeli was kidnapped in Nigeria recently? Yes, an Israeli, and they came to rescue with the joint task force with Nigeria. The man was kidnapped, I think, around maybe Gombe or something like that. And they came to rescue the person. So if you are in a country where when they're serious, they say something like that. If an Israeli prime minister come out and say that don't pay ransom to any kidnapper, I stand by it. Because we know it's in the blood of Israeli to rescue their fellow. We know what they did in Uganda. We know what happened to Americans that were kidnapped in Nigeria. When Jonathan was there, we know what they do. But when Nigeria government is talking, can we go along with them? The result of what we are seeing now is that people don't even have, trust. The trust that we have in government has collapsed. So the extent that people don't even think that we have government again. That is why some people are protesting recently. Do you see the number of people that follow them? Can you call that one protest? The only one that happened in River is the only one that can say is protest. Look at the protest that they do in Lagos. In Lagos. Is that one protest? Are you, even people that are big state, they are more than that. And everybody, are we not suffering? But who is ready to join them? Because we know that people have forgotten about government. They say this one, it's like you have a child that's not yet, that you have a bastard child. You have said, this one, let him go and be sorted out. Sort himself or herself out. That's what is remaining in Nigeria. So when Nigeria government is talking, it's like they're just blabbing because they will not act according to what they are saying. If they say that we have a serious government that will declare, go and rescue that, and within 48 hours, 3 days, the person, if you say I should not pay ransom, I will rely on you. This government, I will rely on them. I will not pay ransom for my family, and they will kill him. Even after pay ransom, they kill some people. Let's forget about that one. They are just blabbing. There's nothing there.
All right, who will rescue Governor Zulum? Who is going to rescue him out of this problem?
Well, Mr. Mike,
I think the problem there is long overdue.
Let me tell you.
Borno State.
Yoruba will say, when you are digging hole for your enemy, don't let it be too deep. Because you don't know who will fall into it. All these things you see they are enjoying in the north, they are all conspiracy. Babangala Zulum, his boss, what is his name? Vice President Shetima. They are all involved in setting that place ablaze. And the fire they made is now go out of their proportion, out of the proportion. What they think they can tame, they are able to tame it. And the thing is now haunting them. When this thing first started, do you know that these people, they were concentrating on Christian? The first and second place to be hit was a Christian related something. The first place that remained prominent they hit was headquarters of UN in Abuja. I was there. One man was say, serve him right. I said, look at it. If your son involved in that place, will you have been saying something like that? They have sympathizer. And the most prominent first place, the first attack was a Catholic church. Sokoto was the one that some people, even up to this place in Southwest, some people are addressing that they are dealing with Christian. Now, when the table turned around and the Christian is not enough for them to consume, they are now consuming their fellow Muslim. They are crying. A battle against Boko Haram is a battle against North. Don't fight our brother. That is the consequence. And I've been saying it that Aboki is the least tribe of people that I will envy in this country. When some people say, it's only Aboki that can be carried dagger. How will I be carried dagger? To do what? Now I'm a man of peace. How will I be carrying dagger? When your son or your children in your house is carrying dangerous weapon and you could not control it, wait for the day that you will use it to injure himself or use it to even injure yourself. They should go and enjoy the fire that they set up. Let them go and be enjoying it. If not that they are using their own Oriburuku to come and affect us here. It's the thing that is paining me because federal government is making money, bulk of money for security every year, and we don't see the result. They are the one that are hosting those terrorists. If we catch like 1,000 terrorists today and you kill them, look at wait for the reaction from the north. I'm telling you. today that a government said anybody we arrest as a terrorist, 1,000 of them, give them firing squad, the north will rise, and that time you will know who are the brain behind this thing. That is the simple. The fire that they make is consuming them. They know. Let me tell you, this insecurity that you see that is rising again is about 2027. And I'm not pity President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because they were also enjoying that thing when Jonathan was there. All this kidnapping 200 Chibok kidnap, they are all master plan to unseat a particular president. And it is time for Tinubu also. He should also enjoy the thing. That is the truth of the matter.
All right, sir. Should Nigerian government complain or lament when they ban the U.S. government from importing goods into Nigeria? Should they complain about tariff increase?
Well. They should complain and they should not. Why they should complain is that America is our elder brother. And we expect them to pay. But when we have a government now that says, well, enough of all this Agbamangba or Ragamuffin something, the way you measure it for me, the way I will measure it for you. But instead of them to regret or to be cry, they should stand their faith. The battle has reached, a very strong position now that each country needs to stand and they should look at how are they going to come out of this thing. Mr. Mike, there is nothing wrong with every item Nigeria ban.
There's nothing wrong with every item.
Nothing.
But
How can we?
The US government is complaining.
That's what I'm saying now.
It has led to the loss of revenue.
If this thing is not happening, if not for Donald Trump that's coming to talk, you will not know that America is even also have a benefit that they are enjoying from Nigeria. Do you know that you cannot establish it that America is also benefiting from Nigeria? They will say, how is it possible? How can America be benefiting from Nigeria? But when Donald Trump comes, Donald Trump is very, very honest person. He told you that that thing you do that time is affecting us. So me, I've come now to complain, to tell you that our decision in Nigeria can also affect America. That is the truth of the matter. But the battle has reached a logical conclusion. Now, the only problem I have in Nigeria is that they are the most, if you have a child, they call Nigeria. If you are as unserious as Nigeria, government, then your life, I don't know how to describe it. Nigeria government, they are the one that will have vision, like Tinubu is doing now. They will have a brilliant program, but implementation, finishing, you will not see them. I told you that I could remember how I celebrated the idea of Dapo Abiodun in those days, in his first regime, when he said he wants the student of Ogun State to be using Adire as a uniform. I said, wow, we have arrived. Those mama, you will go and meet them, they will mass produce it, then they will be using, the students will be, I said, also state, Osogbo Iluaro is also a hometown of Kampala. What will it cost our governor from all this southwest? Imagine Ogun State adopt that in Lagos State say, yes, Ogun State, supply us. All the students at the also state, pick it. Look at what we will be able to, join together and achieve. But go and look at that idea now. It's still there. It's still there, looking like Mama when Pikin no dey around. Where is it? It is China that is controlling our Adire now. China they are now importing Adire. Something they come and learn at Abeokuta and Osogbo. Nike Gallery, go there. China come there to learn it from us. They will not. They are still importing. If not that they stop it, do you know that they have started importing garri? One day they imported asaro eledeta, asaro elepo. They started importing it. Honestly speaking, I am disappointed in the Nigerian government. If they have vision along the line, if not, after you have banned all those 25 items, what effort have you made to make sure you help the local producer? The only thing we enjoy is the just unnecessary high cost of those things. Pork is very, very expensive. Pork is more expensive more than cow, more than beef. That is it. Go and buy all those pork that they cut small like this 200 naira. I'm telling you, instead of them to encourage local, products, it's not only about banning. But what have you done to encourage the local producer?
Now that the US government has said that the policies have led to loss of revenues for businesses, what can Nigerian government do?
The best thing for federal government.
Would you advise them to relax it?
No, they should not. They should now concentrate on how they will help the local producer genuinely. Somebody that is farming, they should confirm that he's a farmer. It's not a lack of way farming that we collect money and go and be carrying Oloso around. They should make sure that people, ready to engage in agriculture and not those areas that they ban. They should make, poultry farmer, pork farmer, everybody that related in those things that they ban. They should encourage them.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Femi. You're welcome on board, Mr. Vincent. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Mr. Mike, for having me. I want to say good morning to our global audience all over the world. I want to say good morning to every one of us in Nigeria, because this is our country. We will continue to say it the way it is, so that we continue to be hopeful, irrespective that all world points at us look somehow very, very sadly and very, very absurd.
All right, let's quickly look at the statement of Malam Ribadu. That's the National Security Advisor. He has advised Nigerians to stop paying ransom to kidnappers, terrorists, and other criminals in the land. He said this while receiving over 60 victims that have been in the custody of these kidnappers for over 1 month or so now. But the question is, now that he has advised us, should negotiation or ransom payment be left to security forces or individual?
You see, I want to say one thing now. Malam Ribadu, Ribadu, I think he is living in a glass house.
You shouldn't trust him.
That's why you should not trust him. Anybody that wears the shoe know where it pinches. I want to believe that if his niece or a direct relation of his is under the capture of these bandits, would he now come forward to say that he will not pay ransom when that person is at the point of danger or at gunpoint? Then you see, Mike, I did mention on this platform that the security architecture of this country is in shreds. And I make bold to say it, because judging from what has been happening in recent time, even coming from somebody who is a serving official of this present government, a DSS man, who said Nigeria, people should resort to self-help, that the security of every citizen is in doubt now. Then nothing is being said concerning that statement elicited from a serving official of this present government. Then you begin to wonder where go down Nigeria. You see, Mr. Mike, I want to tell you one thing. You see, kidnapping, banditry is now a very, very lucrative business in Nigeria. Because I want to believe that there are some powerful clique with some complicits from some of the government officials that are into this trade. That is why it has become a kind of an albatross for this government to contain. And we cannot continue to look at all these things. If the government that is supposed to serve us has failed in this regard, then why would Nigerians not resort to self-help? We are a weak nation. Our nation, as it is now, is not like every other nation where people are thinking outside the box. Because the people that are ruling us are the heads of affairs. They are just there like a lame dog. Why would Malam Ribadu say that the people should not pay ransom when the people that have been taken into captive are crying? You understand? They are weeping, and their families too, they are in agony. And if they had gone out of their way to muster all the necessary funds to save a life, a soul, do you know what that soul that is being saved, what is embedded in him or her? That person is a talent, is a resource for this country. If such a person is being held captive, then you should know that, and the families come, rush to his or her aids, then you know that the government has failed.
And do you have any alternative means
Of
of dealing with these criminals? Yeah,
eh,
instead of paying ransom to them,
if there, if
have they
say
provided any other
no,
way?
there is no, as we speak now, there is no alternative means. Alternative means.
So the ransom
as we
payment
say
is
now.
still the only way
The ransom payment
to get their
even
families out of
even though it's becoming bizarre,
abductors, yeah.
because we don't really know which one is really true. So people use it as a way of enriching themselves. They will just hold somebody that they feel that the family is well bred, grounded financially, and at the end of the day, they will go and then take such person in order to scoop out money from that person.
All right, the weather has changed again this morning, but we still need to continue with the program. But in case it starts raining, we'll have to end the program. All right, let's just make it snappy. Talking about the lopsided appointments in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, would you say the president is truly nepotic?
Mr. Mike, you are equally a stakeholder here, because this is Nigeria that we call our own. Right from the outset, every segment of this nation have always cried out that one side is dominating the reins of government or holding reins in some of the strategic position in this country. But you can see, Mr. Mike, I've always said it that the fervor of nationalism in the blood of every Nigerian is waning down by the minute, because of all these accusation of ethnicity, nepotism, and everything. Even after Tinubu, some group of people will still rise up and say that they are being left out in the scheme of things. And you begin to see that the fervor of nationalism is waning down by seconds. People are no longer thinking of what can Nigeria do or carry the flag of Nigeria as a nation. They are thinking of where they come from as an ethnic person. Then in such a place, in such a polity, do you think that that marriage can portend anything progressive? Certainly not. Because when you are looking beyond competence and capacity in appointing some people to some places that are meant for the good of this country, then you begin to wonder that mediocre will always take the reign.
All right, Mr. Kunle, looking at what Ali Ndume raised about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday in the House, so, yes, that was a serious issue, concerning that. But as a nationalist and someone who had governed Lagos State, where we have different tribes, religion, and all of that, does it truly reflect true federalism? Does it reflect federal character, true federal character?
First of all, I want to thank God for life. And secondly, I'll thank you likewise for you being there for us and the viewers. I will say what all these people are bringing on the table are trash. Ndume is talking of
lopsided
appointment. Ndume did not raise his voice prior to the time until Mele Kyari was served of his appointments. You could see the kind of game they are playing, and a lot of us are falling into it. The other guy they brought now, Ojulari is not from Southwest, it's from North Central.
That's Kwara.
And Kwara too contributed to the development of this country. They need to be carried out along. So anybody that is telling you that they are full of Yorubalize the government, you need to put your trusted ally. Those are the kitchen cabinets he has. He has to protect himself. But any other thing, I've not seen anything wrong with what the president is doing. Majority of them, they don't even know the North Central. They can't differentiate between North Central and the Southwest.
But is it appointing them based on their
competency? This is a guy that worked with
are they competent?
He worked with Shell. He worked with Mobi. He works with. Go and look at this guy profile.
No, apart from Bayo Ojulari,
yeah,
people that has been appointing.
Yes, Mele Kyari too is an oil mogul. He's a very competent guy. It's just that the somersaulting of policy that they bring it on the table, either with the president, in collaboration with the president, is what we don't really like.
So it's not lopsided.
It's not really lopsided.
Not nepotism.
Not really nepotism. You could remember under what's it called, Jonathan, the woman that is on our wall now. That's what's her name? That woman she was the minister of petroleum. Madueke. It was Alice Madueke was in charge of the petroleum there. So what are we now saying? So Nigerian, we should learn how to be able to read. I mean, outside the box, think outside the box, and read the line very well instead of dishing out our fake.
Do you subscribe to the statement or to the advice of the National Security Advisor, no Ribadu, on ransom payments to kidnappers?
What is he saying to
He
us?
said we shouldn't pay ransom to them again.
We shouldn't pay ransom, but it should make sure it clear all these atrocities, shenanigans that are disturbing the country. It should be. I expected Mr. Ribadu. I said so. That what are the gazettes he has for all these terrorists, the one they've been captured and the one they've been about to capture? We need to be sending these messages to average Nigerian that is working for. It's we that is working for, because if not we, it can't be there. So Mr. Ribadu, and the charity begins at home. This problem of insecurity we having, we knew people that fueled it. We knew people that started it. It was a political pressure group they started with in Borno there, and through Binu Sharif, the former president, the former governor of Borno State.
Got escalated.
It got escalated. And President Buhari Obasanjo wanted to intervene. He went into the claim that, okay, what are you people? What are you still now looking for? Is what they now saw, that these people just use them and dump them. I'm talking of the non-state actors that they hired them for them to be carrying out the political pressure for Binu Sharif. And what happened then? They use them, they abandon them, and they see the foreign life, the Western life these people are living, and they are still living in cave and doing all sort of things. That was why they now said, okay, enough is enough.
All right.
We want to radicalize ourselves and make the country ungovernable.
All right, let me quickly go to the comment section. Kule Ndume said the bitter truth: number appointments are based on competence, but on tribe. Aren't based on competence, but on tribe. Udeze Chima.
On the tribe. Okay, I still repeat, Udeze Chima. Udeze Chima, how are you so different from Tinubu? That you are just castigating. How are you so different? Because you two, you're a bit tribalized. Under Jonathan then, the Southeast occupied majority of the appointment then. What did they give to the Southwest? They give them talking. And it was even the chief of staff then, I could remember him, that was saying Southwest did not do anything, did not produce. Jonathan, don't give them minister for agri. Go and give them minister for agri. Jonathan wanted to make West chief of staff, and he said wholeheartedly, and I can still correct myself if I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong.
All right, sorry about that. You said we aren't going anywhere until we see the rain.
Confirm.
Wow. Yeah, we are talking about the National Security Advisor's statement, and you said the first thing is defend yourself.
Yes, so that's what they're telling Nigerians at this point in time. Defend yourself. Who is Ribadu? What is his? Where did he come from? He's a Fulani man. They were all part of the plan that is going on in Nigeria. Pretending, bro. Are you not seeing? Actually, I told you yesterday. You understand that they are having billions of dollars stashed in U.S. account. Most of their names are there, but they'll come out and tell you that they are fighting for corruption. What is happening today? They know it's a very clear agenda. Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows about this agenda that is going on. So it has, because they have gotten to a point, they have passed phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. They know the next phase. They know the next thing they want to do, and you can see it. The whole everywhere is spreading with Fulanization. See, the agenda is very clear. Take the resources of the Biafrans, and that is the target. Take the resources of the Eastern Nigeria, that is the target. Control their crude oil, that's the target. Islamize everybody, that's the target. Anybody that is telling you they don't know what is happening, they don't know what is going on, then it means they don't understand what is actually playing. It is only fools that will follow these people with their statement. I cannot follow them because I know actually the direction where they are all going. They are all going, they are heading to. As simple as that. There's no two ways about it. For Ribadu to come out, we know Ribadu now. Is it not the same Ribadu that included Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his list in 1999? That is one of the most corrupt people. What is happening today?
the same people championing the same agenda. We know the history of the vice president. We know who are you coming to? Don't you know that Sultan of Sokoto said that the Boko Haram is fighting for caliphate? So what are you talking about? They are the one engineering it. And remember, there's also their organ somewhere in the Middle East, Iran, where you have the Shiites and the Sunnis. They have a deep influence in Nigeria. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to run away from the agreement they shared. That's the truth. You see what happened when the APC governors visited Buhari? You saw what Buhari said? Yeah. Cut me out. I'm not following that again. Because, yes, he told them clearly, I am not part of this deal anymore. Because the suspicion is that Fulanis are getting bad image everywhere. And if they're not taken, the only force that can checkmate them, see the middle belt and the Igbos. There's no truth. That's the clear truth. So if he's telling you to go and pay ransom, bro, we are here. A serving general and a retired general is paying ransom. Now, what are you talking about? Serving general is paying ransom. Who are we? Nigerian, why you?
Don't you think if we disobey his advice, this will continue to fuel more crises in the land?
Mike, I'm being honest to you. When you see them make that kind of statement, me, I don't take it serious. Because I know what they are championing. I said this yesterday, the other day now. There is no Hausa governor in the north. Mention one. Anybody, anywhere in the world, I challenge anybody. Come out today and say, we have one Hausa governor in the north. Mention one. Can you mention one? Just one governor.
So what does this?
It tells you that what is going on everywhere is a clear court-planned agenda.
If it's a clear court-planned agenda, why is Governor Zulum of Borno State crying out for help?
Bro, let me tell you, you do not understand when they are using psychology or logic.
What psychology?
Yes, I'm telling you.
The man is crying.
Bros, what are they doing?
He's looking for help. For help.
What help? As in what regard? Don't you know this history of Bronu? You don't know the history of Bronu? Now read the history of Bronu. Look at when this man was there. The vice president was governor there. Look at when Amudu Sharif too was there. Look at the history. It's just because you're a lecturer, maybe you're coming from the intellectual angle, and you know that most of the things that's happening is barbaric. But behind the scene is your people supporting it. Have you seen that the emir of Kanu, Sokoto, come out? How many emirs? Mention one emir that is an Hausa man. Bros, the Hausa should accept the responsibility of the conquest. And the fact that any attempt to push it down southwards, that is, I told you that's the red line.
But
everyone is waiting for the red line.
Lastly, before I allow you go, is Tinubu appointing based on merit, or is being nepotic in his appointment?
This Ghana guy, go and check the history now. He said you could know from where Buhari stopped. That's the statement. If you know this, bros, anybody that come out and tell Jonathan was fair 100% in respecting the federal character. The only issue was the issue of House of Representatives, where we have Tambua and all of them. And he didn't know that it was the same Tinubu that was Jonathan was at that time.
All right. Thank you so much, Onyeze. All right, we need to go, or it's already raining at this stand. And I say thank you to all the viewers who joined us this morning. The likes of Odunlade Taiwo, Udeze Chima, David Okafor, Nathaniel Abu, Gladys Oyabo, Kingsley Egbona. We appreciate all of you. We just need to go. We need to protect the gadgets. Yesterday's rain spoiled one of our gadgets. We're trying to run the program, but at the end of the day, we lost that gadget. Well, we just need to protect this morning. Thank you so much, all the viewers. We appreciate you. We'll be back. Just hold on. Don't pick. Let me end it. Let me end the program. All right, no problem. All right, viewers. What we say thank you to you. Please subscribe. If you're a first-time viewer, subscribe on the channel. Very, very important to do that. Also, share for us. Help us share. Let it get to people. Somebody called me yesterday that he shares the program every day, and I really appreciate you. His man is an Igbo man. I really appreciate that viewer all the way from United States. A man too in Finland. I don't want to mention his name. He knows what he knows. He knows I'm talking about him. HB in Finland, he also shares the program. Please, and I want every one of us to do the same thing. All right, comment your opinion in the comment section after this live broadcast. Honestly, we'll be there to reply you. We appreciate all of you. Bye.